Hey everyone, welcome back. Before we dive in, quick shout out to Conductor OSS. If you're building with coding agents like Claude Code, Codex, Gemini, or really any agent framework, Conductor is the open source orchestration layer that ties them all together. Fully local, runs on your machine, and you can check it out at conductros.com. Link in the description. Now, let's get into today's topic. Anthropic just dropped a feature that changes how we think about AI agent costs. It's called Advisor, and the idea is brilliantly simple. Instead of using your most expensive model for every single step of an agent workflow, you pair two models together. Opus handles the hard thinking. Sonnet handles the execution. The result? You get Opus-level intelligence at a fraction of the cost, and the benchmarks back it up. 11.9% less cost, and actually 2.7% better performance than running Sonnet alone on SWE-bench multilingual. This tweet from Hezimation hit over 50,000 views in hours, and for good reason. So how does the advisor strategy actually work? There are three components. First, the executor. This is Sonnet, and it runs on every single turn of your agent loop. It handles the routine work, calling tools, reading files, writing code. Think of it as the worker that does the heavy lifting day to day. Second, the advisor. This is Opus, and it only kicks in when the executor hits something it can't handle. Complex planning, ambiguous failures, architectural decisions. Opus reviews the full shared context, the same conversation history and tool results that Sonnet sees, and sends back advice. Third, the shared context. Both models read from and write to the same context window. The executor maintains it, the advisor reviews it. This means the advisor always has full visibility into what's happening, and the executor always gets the most relevant guidance. The key insight is that most agent turns are simple. You don't need Opus to decide which file to read or which function to call. You only need that extra brainpower maybe 10 to 20% of the time. So why pay for it on every turn? The architecture diagram tells the story visually. The executor, running Sonnet, sits in its main loop. When it hits a complex decision point, it makes a tool call that triggers the advisor. Opus then reviews the shared context, which includes the full conversation, tool results, and history. It processes the problem with its superior reasoning capabilities and sends advice back into the shared context. The executor picks up that advice and continues its work, now with much better guidance. And here is the clever part. The advisor reads the exact same context as the executor. No summaries, no compression, no information loss. The advisor sees everything the executor sees, which means its advice is grounded in the full picture. This is not a handoff or a delegation. It is a consultation pattern. The executor stays in control, and the advisor only intervenes when truly needed. Now, let's talk numbers. On SWE-bench multilingual, which tests coding ability across multiple programming languages, the advisor strategy scores 2.7% higher than Sonnet alone. That might sound small, but on these benchmarks, 2% is the difference between solving a problem and failing it. And the cost savings are even more impressive. 11.9% reduction compared to just running Opus for everything. You are getting near Opus-level performance at Sonnet-level prices for most of your agent turns. The implications are massive for anyone building production agent systems. If you are running thousands of agent turns per day, which is normal for coding assistants, research agents, or customer support bots, an 11% cost reduction adds up fast. And you are not sacrificing quality. You are actually getting better results because the advisor model only focuses on the hard problems instead of being distracted by routine work. The bigger picture here is that multi-model architectures are becoming the standard for production AI systems. Anthropic is not the first to think about this, but they're the first to ship it as a first-class feature in their platform. The advisor strategy is available now on the Claude platform, and you can pair Opus as an advisor with Sonnet or Haiku as an executor. This is the kind of infrastructure thinking that separates toy demos from production systems. You cannot run every agent turn through your most expensive model and expect to build a sustainable business. The advisor pattern gives you a clean, principled way to get the best of both worlds. And this connects directly to what we are building with Conductor OSS. Conductor lets you orchestrate multiple coding agents on your local machine. Same principle, different layer. You pick the right agent for the right task, and the system coordinates everything. Check it out at conductoros.com, and the GitHub repo is at github.com/tyrannik06/conductor-OSS. We would love your star. That's the advisor strategy from Anthropic. Opus plans, Sonnet executes, and your costs drop while your results improve. If you found this breakdown useful, hit subscribe and drop a comment with your take on multi-model architectures. Links to the original tweet, Anthropic's platform docs, and Conductor OSS are all in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.